Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 56. And the Miami Dolphins taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's the receivers that spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marched off another 15 against your squad.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. That's a strong running. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Tua. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. Finds the open target, Arnold. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Offense here coming back out for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 44.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Packers are going to have a first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Rodgers now on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 28. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, wide open receiver, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And it's caught. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. This is Hunt. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Here's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So now a man who punted in this stadium collegiately for the University of Miami, Matt Bosher, on to kick. 32-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Kyle Van Noy able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They'll run it with Jones. And all the way down to the 37. A big run there by Jones. 63 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Emmanuel Ogbah that that time, able to drop him for a loss.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Able to find Shaheen here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua to Parker there for the Miami 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. It's complete to Parker left side. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Sanders' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line or clock it.
Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Throwing is Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 37. And Crosby puts it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps going forward. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he floated one out there incomplete. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Tua once again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Tua. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Zadarius Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Aaron Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and that'll make it third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Miami set to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll run it here with Hunt. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
first down. They'll run with Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, that's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st down, it's Hunt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Preston Smith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, complete. It's Arnold. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. It's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 27, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now.
And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Tua going to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. That one is caught by Hunt.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Miami. Dancing away at the 35. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Packers get set to go.
And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Well, a pretty move, couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. They'll go again to Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5.
through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times. This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Miami set to take over, and their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory, and this one just has not gone as they had hoped. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Tua. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Two and a throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he will find his man on the outside. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And down inside the 15 he goes. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They'll run on first down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Rashawn Gary able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Incomplete. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. This is Jones. And he's got some space here. And the This will be a Packers first down as good running gets them to about the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.